president vote. It's very, very close. More votes are coming in. And I'll read you the live updates in just a few seconds. We'll see if we can get anybody from America to come in and join and speak with me on the conversation to see which American citizens who are live on Apps TV now who want to come in and speak to me and let me know what you think. Who should win? Should Biden win or President Trump? Hello from Los Angeles, Pablo. Do you want to join in on the live video? We can have a chat. Let me know who you think who will win the presidency. So it's very, very, very close at the moment. Uh, who could it be? Who do you want to win? Lots of people on social media tonight are saying they want Trump to win. Some people saying they want Biden to win. It's very, very mixed. It's very mixed indeed. So I'm going to invite Pablo in. I've not done this on Haps TV, but I'll see if I can do it. Let's see if I can invite him in now. And just bear with me, everybody. Just going to invite him in, then we can get his thoughts about the presidency. We'll be speaking to him in just a moment. Just bear with me, everyone. So this is technology for you. I'm going to invite him in a second. Let's have a look at this. Don't think I can invite him. I can't see him here. Maybe he'll tell me how I invite him in on this. Sorry about this. I haven't done many live interviews before. Uh, you at the blue icon on the top left. Right, okay, I've got that. And then start typing my name. Okay, so sorry about this. I'll invite him in just a few moments and I'll get his thoughts as well. So I'll just put my headphones in and we'll have a chat with Pablo, who's in Los Angeles at the moment, and he can give us an update on what's happening over there. So I'm going to invite him in now. Here we go. So, who is going to win? It's all very, very exciting here. It's even exciting in the UK. Lots of people really exciting, who's going to actually win. So, thank you, Pablo, for joining me.
Yeah, happy to.
So, what's it like over there in the States at the moment, and who do you think is going to win?
Yeah, well, tensions are high, obviously, on both sides. This election has been very divisive for some time now. But it does seem like we're getting closer to a Biden Harris win for this presidential election. If Arizona and Nevada are confirmed, then we will be seeing President elect Joe Biden. Um, but at the moment, that has not been confirmed. The latest state to be projected is Michigan, and that was projected for Joe Biden by CNN and AP and a couple of other various different news networks.
So, can you just update us on how many more states have got to bring their votes in before an announcement is made? Do you think an announcement will be made in the next hour or so who will win?
Yeah, so we're still looking at Pennsylvania. We're looking at Nevada and Arizona. And yeah, someone is saying that Arizona is confirmed. The AP has confirmed Arizona for Joe Biden, but a couple of other networks have not. And then we're still waiting for Alaska, but that's probably more than likely very easily going to go to President Trump. And then lastly, Georgia is making a swing right now. And so we'll be seeing whether or not Georgia makes a bounce back and announces whether or not Trump has actually confirmed or not confirmed. I just want to address one comment. Navigate 808, AP is paid and not an honest source. AP is the go-to source for the election coverage and is probably the most honest source that you can get. So if you have a problem with that, then I don't know where you're getting your news from.
So, can you just tell the UK viewers, because they probably not really know much about Biden, what sort of presidency can Biden bring to the US then as opposed to Donald Trump?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, as you are well aware, and I'm sure you've seen the news, President Trump has been uh, creating a lot of tension here in the United States over the past 4 years with statements that he's made, actions that he's made. And so, what I think President Biden brings to the table is the ability to negotiate, the ability to have some sort of connection between a president and the vast majority of the American people. No, no Republican president has won the popular vote since 2004, and I don't think that's going to be changing anytime soon, despite the fact that President Trump has actually now gotten more of a popular vote than he did 4 years ago. But on the other hand, Joe Biden has actually surpassed what Barack Obama did, and is now the has broken the record for Americans that have voted for one person. So, yeah.
Now, we heard over here, just in the UK, probably about half an hour ago, that President Trump has filed two lawsuits in the USA and wants a recount. How do you think that will progress?
Yeah, he's been threatening this for some time now. I think that a lot of people are going to buy into his theories that the mail-in ballots are a fraud, especially given the fact that overnight a lot of major states switched when the mail-in ballots began to be counted. I'm already seeing a lot of conspiracy theories from Republicans all across the country saying, why did it jump all of a sudden overnight? It's like, surprise, surprise. They started counting the mail in ballots. Last night, before everyone went to bed, about 13% of Michigan's mail in ballots had been counted, with 46% of the total votes counted. So when you're looking at 13% of what would be a majority mail in ballots voting for Vice President Joe Biden, it's very clear to see how that state has actually been flipping overnight and throughout the day today.
Yeah, two UK journalists have just announced on the news that President Trump does have a right to have a recount, which which he's entitled to, but to file two lawsuits, do you think that's unreasonable or not?
I mean, he can file the lawsuits, but I think it's very clear that this election has been the polls have been kind of predicting this. I know a lot of people have been saying the polls are wrong and the polls have been wrong. To an extent, they were, but I think it's very clear that the mail-in ballot has proved that a lot of people are voting for Vice President Joe Biden. One comment just mentioned that Trump. I'm assuming you're saying he when you're saying that. Gives in mail-in ballot, and that is correct. Up until this year, actually, he voted in person. He actually flew out to New York and voted in person, which I mean, I guess just plays into his rhetoric. But prior to this year, he has been voting by mail, and obviously believed in that system until now. So that's very telling.
Yeah, and also I actually read on some media sources yesterday that Biden, if he becomes the president of the USA, that he will provide better healthcare and a better healthcare system in the US.
Yeah.
Uh,
So there's a
is that true?
Yeah, there's a lot of talking points. There's a lot of potential plans going around. But I think the first thing that Joe Biden has to do when he takes office, if he does win the election and if there is a peaceful transfer of power in January, is he's got to really get down and get to work with figuring out the healthcare system here in the United States. COVID-19 very clearly opened up how bad the system is here with private insurers and just in general how much it costs and people getting surprise bills and having to pay a lot of money for having to stay alive. The biggest problem, of course, is the fact that our insurances are often tied to our employers, and and all of the Republicans have always wanted it that way. Biden is not threatening to remove that, so that's a little concerning, but he is promising universal health care, which is a step in the right direction. But there's still going to be a lot of work to be done for a lot of progressives in the country. I think Joe Biden brings in a very similar ideology that we've seen for so much time, and I think the United States and the majority is probably ready for a little bit more progressive leadership, and we'll be seeing that, if not now, in the next 4 years for sure.
Yeah, and I believe once he does get through, which I hope he does get through, that he will be the oldest serving president in the US of the age of 77.
Yep, both of these presidents are um, very old. Not It's not just Joe Biden; it's also President Donald Trump is pretty old for when it comes to the history of presidencies here in the United States. So that's really interesting to see, and I hope that in the future we maybe trend in a younger generation, so that we get voices that represent the United States public a little bit better.
Okay, well, thanks for joining me, Pablo, and thanks for, coming in from Los
Yeah,
Angeles. Have a great day, and thank you for your thoughts and your comments.
thank you. Likewise. Have a good night.
You too. Bye. So that was Pablo joining me from Los Angeles, talking to me about President Trump and Biden as well. So lots of people still commenting, against Biden and Trump. They want Biden to win and Trump to win. It's all everybody's opinion who you want to win. At the end of the day, it's up to the American citizens. Whoever you cast your vote for will be your next US president. So it's very close, everybody. Could it be Biden? Could it be back to President Trump? Who knows? We will know in the next few hours.